Hi, Judy Lester here. I'm the treatment director at SAFY Behavioral Health, an outpatient mental health clinic in Lima, Ohio. I'm a registered play therapist and a licensed independent social work supervisor. And I'm back for a second time to talk about how we can respond to trauma. Those bad, sad, scary things that happen to make us feel like our lives are at risk or will never be the same again. When we have traumatic events that wrap through our lives, you may start to feel tired, sad, anxious, and depressed. You may have a hard time getting motivated to do anything. You may be feeling stuck. Let me assure you, you are not alone. There is a reason that we're feeling this way after such prolonged trauma. You guessed it. It's all about brain power. So the last time I was with you all, we talked about my friend Amy, the amygdala in our brain that is responsible for the fight, flight, and freeze response that we experience during traumatic events. These responses are meant to last only a short time so we can get through the trauma and move on with life. But when we're exposed to long-term trauma, our bodies and brains can become trapped in this space. And it can lead to a type of collapse. We just get stuck in defeat and exhaustion. This gets played out not only in our brains with feelings of sadness and anxiety, but it affects our bodies and we can feel sluggish and exhausted. What is a person to do? Well, the research says, get to Vegas, baby. Well, oh, wait a minute. I'm not really talking about Las Vegas. I'm actually talking about the vagus nerve. Vagus, V-A-G-U-S. Let's take a closer look. So the vagus nerve travels from the brainstem via the heart, lungs, and esophagus to the stomach. It controls a lot of unconscious body reactions like heart rate, breathing, and sweating. But it also orchestrates relaxation, self-soothing, social interactions, and that fight, flight, and freeze response. It is our reset button for returning to calm once the traumatic event is over. But when we have these long-term traumatic experiences, the reset button gets frozen. This leads to those feelings of being stuck and unable to move forward. But don't despair, there's great hope in the world. Polyvagal Theory suggests that by recognizing our emotions, cueing into our body sensations, and practicing mindfulness, we can awaken our resilience and help us to feel better. You know, we talk a lot about feelings, but it's more than that. I feel sad and lonely when I can't connect to my family at our regular holiday gatherings. But where do I feel that in my body? Well, I just tap into the power of Vegas, you know, V-A-G-U-S. So maybe my heart feels heavy and my eyes start to burn and my throat gets tight and I feel kind of empty. These sensations are the physical signs that I'm having a strong feeling and emotion. Seems simple, right? But we have to slow down and pay attention. We could do something called star breathing to really focus on our breath and get ourselves calmed down. It's really very simple. I take a big deep breath in and then out. And I follow that all the way around my star. And while I'm doing that, I'm paying attention to where I'm feeling the sensations in my body. And pretty soon, I'm calm again. This takes practice. So these are things you can do at home. First, a Google search for a list of body sensations and feelings. I found several good lists, and here is one example of that that's offered by the Hoffman Institute. Feelings and sensations. I would also recommend you search YouTube videos using the words guided meditations, paired with your specific symptoms, such as depression or anxiety or stress. I look for the short ones, about 10 minutes long, and start there. This isn't a one-time thing, guys. You have to practice, practice, practice. It's also helpful to look for the themes of your feelings. Common themes associated with traumatic experience can actually be coupled with themes of resilience to facilitate our healing. When you are feeling worried, look for the hope in life. When feeling fearful, concentrate on what makes you feel safe. The loneliness we feel can be countered by experience of connection with others. Hurt can be countered with joy, and those angry moments can be answered with activities of generosity to ourselves and others. You may have to think outside the box on this. I'm not sure it's intuitive to give to others when you're feeling angry with the world, but I do know it makes a difference. And remember, we are not alone. Our community has mental health and emotional support services available. You can text HELP to 741-741 or call 800-567-4673 24 hours a day to access help. Mental health providers in our community can provide telehealth counseling services via confidential video conferencing platforms or telephone. SAFY Lima Behavioral Health is here to help you and your family find your core resilience that helps you to thrive even during these times of great stress. Thank you for joining me today. May our lives be filled with joy, peace, safety, good health, love, and ease.